Holy cow, look at that. That is a 50-foot door. There's our big door, it's here. Holy cow. Oh yeah, morning. Yep, the big door is here. Have a big day at the building. The doors are going on today. The big door just got delivered, and the porch is going on. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's a porch on this building. Starting to come together pretty nice. So they've had guys in here finishing the inside liner while other guys are outside working. They've got the liner and insulation on this whole back wall. They still got to, go over top where the header is and stuff, but I think they wait for the door to do that. So this door is a 50 by 18, in case you're wondering. It looks like they put a couple of straps on it. I'm assuming to help brace it when they pick it up. It's probably not something you want to do a lot, pick it up in the center, but hey, this is the company that makes the building and the doors, so.
Finger pincher, what do you think?
I don't think it fits. There's the insulation that's in this building. I know a lot of people are going to say, why didn't we spray foam it? Well, this is what we're using. So they're going to be installing that door for a while, and then hopefully they're going to knock out one more door. It's going to take a couple days to get all the doors installed, but go back here to the house site, see if there's anything here. We're really wanting to do wheat today, but as you can see, it's just real hazy and humid. We need sunshine and wind, and we're not getting it yet. It's just humid. Not the greatest wheat cutting conditions, but we need to make some wheat disappear. I don't know how much is left to Canada to burn, but some of this is smoke and some of it's humidity that we're seeing. Like, just visibility is very poor, very, very poor. I'm sure the air quality is good too, but we need that to go away. Back here to the house site, the in-floor guy's still working. Caught Dad doing his customary, how much nice building, we just paid for it. Combines. So hooking up to the head here. Dad's head's already at the wheat field. Go in front of him, take my head, and then come back and get the other combine. We're ready to harvest wheat, I think. So Dad is juicing up with some government juice. Right now our other tank is empty. The only place we have any is in the Thunder Creek. So Dad is letting me pass him because right up over this hill is extremely narrow, and we will be flagging for him with flashers and strobes. Basically, once he starts down this hill, there's just not a lot of places for him or a car to get out of the way because of this guardrail up here. And there's a couple other real tight places between here and the field. It's all two-lane road, but when you got a guardrail and a sign, or a guardrail and a pole, or a bridge, there's just choke points where you just can't stuff a 18-foot wide piece of machinery in a car. But I forget we're supposed to trailer this stuff from field to field according to the internet. Neighbor just called. He tried some wheat, it was 22%, so like I say, we are taking all this to a mill. Their minimum moisture limit is 20. So we are going to probably hold off for a little bit. We're going to try it today. but this is only 1 o'clock. We were going to try it right now. But what we might do, we might dip the heads in just to make sure the combines are functioning. And then hold off. We have a meeting with our electrician at the pole barn, or the new shop anyways, at 4:30. I would love to wake up in the morning and take a couple loads of wheat to town. So hopefully we can make that happen. But we're going to park everything, get everything ready to go, hooked up. So we might dip the heads in just to try it. Try the combines, and then probably hold off. So one thing I always do when taking a head to a field, I always undo my straps. That way, whenever I pull up here in the combine, just hook right up. Also have the shield come unshielded. You ever wonder what a service truck gets? Now that said, a lot of that is because this truck doesn't really go very far from the farm. A lot of short trips, makes for bad mileage. When we pull a seed tender, we get about 10 miles a gallon, maybe 9 to 10. On a trip though, I can still get 20. Which for a big boxy truck bed loaded with tools, that's all right. Because I know someone will ask, Hughes Equipment, that's the name of this truck bed.
That's probably right.
What was that logic, George?
Everybody quit smoking cigarettes, it wouldn't be so smoky around here. Boy, it's
Oh,
really
I
coming in.
Washington, D.C. down there smoking.
Huh?
Washington, D.C. politics.
Oh, is that what it is?
They need a solo stove, don't they?
They do.
George is a solo stove man.
That's right.
Don't go camping without it. This wheat's just gonna be so good we had to dig George out of retirement.
You still ain't got my truck though. So.
We got 2 new Peterbilts.
Yeah. I can't drive one of them trucks. It's gotta have a gear shift.
You're a truck driver, by God.
That's right.
I'm telling BJ, you said that about him.
I never said that about BJ, did I? No, I never mentioned no names. You did. Look, that is a big son of a gun. I just wished it paid for it.
Me too.
It is going to be a nice building.
You can't get in that door that big. There you go.
If it won't fit in there, it ain't fitting.
What I have to do is...
I think you gotta hit the clutch too.
Was that the clutch?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it work?
Oh. I'll turn it back and on.
That might be it. Oh, I wasn't pushing hard enough.
There you go.
I wasn't pushing.
Just like the other one, except this controller is a little different looking, but there's a button back here, and yeah. Right now it's in. Actually, it's not pedal, I just push it forward.
Just, do you have to pull the button in?
Yeah. Yep, nothing to it. Flashers, I don't know where those are.
What about the
Not where they are. So George is not really working for us today. He was just at the fuel pump when Dad was fueling up, wanted to come over and see the big door, and volunteered to drive that grain cart back over to the farm for us. BJ and Brad went after a semi, having a truck worked on. Hard to believe with a pack car, isn't it? Anyways, they should be back anytime. So we're going to take the gleaner down there and proceed. I think it's time for the first power ladder of the year. Only one door left. Good view of the corn. Starting to even up and look real pretty. So I have high hopes for this cornfield. We've fertilized it really aggressively. So hopefully it yields really aggressively. Now that said, if the rain shuts off, the rain shuts off. But right now everything's looking pretty good over there. So we need DEF and fuel. Unfortunately, the DEF tank over here is empty, so we'll have to bring the Thunder wagon back over here. Wonderful. Should have checked that before we left. Side note, both the Peterbilts are back now. So both blue Peterbilts and the Kenworth were all broke down at the same time in the past couple weeks. But all but their Kenworth are back up in action. What? Huh? Yeah, you notice it only has 2 digits?
Well, that ain't no good.
Remember how to run the grain cart now?
Well, I don't know where all the buttons are at, that's for sure.
Yeah.
If I could drive it down the road.
Didn't even run over anybody. And there he races away back into retirement. Brad and BJ must think things are going to get serious. All 3 of the Tempies are down here, the semis. Be a heck of a note if it's too wet to even load one of them.
Get that first hook up.
2023 in. Supposed to meet our electrician over here at the building here this afternoon. I think they're working on the last hydro door already. I thought it'd take a couple days, but they're gonna be done today.
But you could also do just say a light in the center of the barn.
We're broke down, we ain't even started. Something's wrong with this belt. Making a heck of a noise when we engage the head. I don't know if we got a bearing issue or what we got going on. We just put some more oil in the head, making sure that wasn't it. That ain't it, I don't know. I just need to put some tension on it. Hopefully that's all it is. Dad's going to engage it and see what we think here. So when it's happening, the belts are, like the draper belts themselves aren't moving. Cutter bar and reel's moving. Oh, it started to go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Dad's thinking he has a plugged oil filter. I'm gonna try it while he's going after one. I am, forgot this head has drag rods for auto header height control. So I'm gonna put these things down. Those things are basically sensors so the head knows where it's at in relation to the ground. Then we'll auto contour to make sure we stay a certain height that I set off the ground. Status update. Apparently my combine is detuned. It's detuned itself. I cannot get to full throttle, which I need to be to thresh wheat. So we're going to try the old disconnect, see what happens. Well, unfortunately, there will be no wheat harvest from this combine today. That number right there should be like 2160 or 2180 RPMs, something like that. And 1800s is as fast as we can get this thing to spin, which is not fast enough. Makes me less than happy. His combine is also not functioning. Now, someone's going to say, you should have spent hours and days, and weeks, months going over these combines. Well, we should. Next year we'll have a shot, but both these combines have had PMs done on them. Both of them have had broken parts replaced this winter. I don't know when this combine detuned, but the only code I have for it is for today, so I believe that just happened. And Dad's, I don't know what's going on with his head. Combine is in perfect functioning order, head not so much. So absolutely wonderful, real productive. We're real happy. Happy, happy, happy. Everyone's happy. Now earlier when mine would not rev up, I thought it was because I was in road gear. At least with the Lexion, they only run half throttle when you're in transport mode. I couldn't remember, maybe the cleaner did that or not, but that's not the case. We're in first gear right now, and 1800, that's it. My combine, we're gonna try filling the def tank up. It's low, it's not flashing any code about being out, but we're gonna try that. Well, we went up to 2,000, and now it's just slowly falling. I don't understand this. But that's the end of my expertise. Apparently Dad doesn't believe me that the combine's in limp mode, and he's just gonna go in there and plug it. That'd be fun. Yep, it's not plugged, but he is backing up. I really want to harvest wheat too, but I do not want to plug that combine up.